Welcome to The Late Show. I am your host, Stephen Colbert. We are on, what day? What day is this? What day of the shutdown is it? 19? 19. It's day 19 of the government shutdown, which means it's now officially lasted longer than my New Year's resolution. I got winded and gave up halfway through the Planet Fitness application. Last night, Donald Trump jumped the border of America's primetime lineup to make his demands. And I will say, he seemed less than spirited than usual.
My fellow Americans, tonight I am speaking to you because there is a growing humanitarian and security crisis at our southern border.
Sorry, the national crisis put me to sleep. I don't, why was he so calm if there's a crisis? Jim, can we zoom in on him? Yeah, trank dart right in the neck. And after discussing various border security issues, Trump finally landed on the reason he shut down the government in the first place, the wall, which, it turns out, wasn't really even his idea.
Finally, as part of an overall approach to border security, law enforcement professionals have requested $5.7 billion for a physical barrier.
Oh, law enforcement requested it. Oh, a wall? I've never really thought about the thing I've been chanting for 3 years. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Wall? And he wasn't done saying his ideas weren't his ideas.
At the request of Democrats, it will be a steel barrier rather than a concrete wall.
Mr. President, steel slats are not the metal bars we want you behind. Storm? Is there a storm coming?
Come on, Jalen.
Now, Trump has gotten a lot of heat because he said Mexico would pay for the wall, and, but last night he found another way to pay for it.
The border wall would very quickly pay for itself. The cost of illegal drugs exceeds $500 billion a year, vastly more than the $5.7 billion we have requested from Congress.
I'm pretty sure he just suggested selling drugs to pay for the wall. So, law enforcement, keep an eye out for this guy. Look.
Hey, give me the loot, give me the loot.
I am the one who knocks. Unless I'm backstage at the Miss Universe pageant, then I just walk in unexpectedly. But he did that. But then he snuck this in.
The wall will also be paid for indirectly by the great new trade deal we have made with Mexico.
Oh, yeah, traditionally, trade deals pay for our infrastructure. I mean, Nixon opened up the trade with China, and in return, Mao Zedong fixed a pothole. So, in the end, Trump's big network-interrupting Oval Office liar-side chat was his old immigration talking points with nothing new. Speaking of nothing new, the Democratic response. Following these historic midterms, Democrats sent out some exciting, fresh young faces. Congressional Democratic leaders and direct-to-DVD Addams family, Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi. After Trump's low-energy performance, this was their chance to fire up the opposition. So juice it!
Good evening. I appreciate the opportunity to speak directly to the American people tonight.
Looks like America's about to get the sex talk. But we get it. We're 143. They had two strong messages, okay? They're not paying for the wall. Also, we're not paying for more than one podium. So, the night was a universal snooze fest, but President Trump's address did get rave reviews from one group, his handlers. Apparently, inside the White House, his advisors were thrilled that Trump was calm and controlled in the delivery without any prompter stumbles. All it takes to be presidential is accurately read a prompter. Big deal. I do that 5 norts of work. Why aren't I pregnant? Now, one possible reason Trump seemed like he didn't want to be there is because he didn't want to be there. Reports say that he was not inclined to give the speech, but was talked into it by advisors saying, it's not going to change a damn thing, but I'm still doing it, which would also be a very honest pitch for the wall. But if Trump, yeah, sure. But if Trump seemed a little too on script last night, don't you worry, because today he unleashed the full director's cut at an impromptu yell at the press event, and he made it clear how he felt about his government shutdown.
This is not a fight I wanted. I didn't want this fight.
You didn't want this? But who's this guy?
I am proud to shut down the government for border security. I will be the one to shut it down. I'm not going to blame you for it. I will take the mantle. I will be the one to shut it down.
Mr. President, that guy is making you look terrible. I don't know who that is. You got to get him out of the White House right away. Trump continued to argue his pro-wall stance.
They say it's a medieval solution, a wall. That's true. It's medieval because it worked then, and it works even better now.
You really cannot go wrong with medieval technology.
Yeah,
Look,
man.
the wall will be made of steel slats, which top alchemists have assured me can be turned into pure gold, pay for itself. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a leech's appointment. And even though the president didn't declare a national emergency last night, he's keeping it on the table.
I have the absolute right to do national emergency if I want.
Not only can I do national emergency, many say I am national emergency. And
What you gave me?
And he gave a new reason why America needs the wall, because immigrants have deadly supercars.
The fact is that if we don't have barriers, walls, call them what you want, but if we don't have very strong barriers where people can not any longer drive right across, they have unbelievable vehicles. They make a lot of money. They have the best vehicles you can buy. They have stronger, bigger, and faster vehicles than our police have, and than ICE has, and than Border Patrol has.
I'm telling you, these immigrants have unbelievable vehicles. Some of these cars are so big, so long, they have wings on the side, and they carry hundreds of people, and they give out little bags of honey roasted peanuts and free Coke. Fly right over. But still, Trump made it clear that he is open to suggestions from anyone within earshot.
So why not sign the other bills, though, so some of these workers can get paid, the government
You
get
think
more?
I should do that?
Yeah,
No, do you think I should do that, John?
I mean, it's not for me
I mean,
to
I
say.
watch your one-sided reporting. Do you think I should do that? Hey, John. No, seriously, John, do you think I should just sign?
Well, the argument is...
tell me.
Sign these bills that have nothing to do with
John,
border
do you
security.
think I should just sign?
And I'm saying that if you sign that, these workers can start getting paid. The government can
So
start...
you would do that if you were in my position, you'd do that?
I'm not in your position. I'm asking you if that's something you...
I'm asking you, would you do that if you were in my position?
John, I'm asking, would you do that in my position? And quick follow-up, do you want my position? Because at this point, I'm just scared and hungry all the time.